You can download Illuvium for free, battle others in the arena, or capture Illuvials and earn ILV tokens just for playing the game. Play to earn is back when it comes to crypto gaming. Many might remember that you could play Illuvium for one of the biggest airdrops in crypto gaming history and earn just for capturing Illuvials and playing the arena. Well, now it's back and it's only going to get better from here. It might be $78,000 in April, like I said in the thumbnail, but it could be even more later on in the year as the arena gets two major upgrades and they kick in phase 2 of marketing into gear. So it's in your best interest to learn from this video and improve at the game. Now, I will detail every single way to earn in the ecosystem and detail my full strategy on earning as much as possible as you can in the Illuvium ecosystem, because I count 8 different ways you can actually earn from playing Illuvium. Now, Illuvium put out this blog, right? The overworld rewards start on April 3, 2025. And in this blog, they detail a lot of different information, but I have a graphic I'm about to put on the screen soon, and it's going to show you all this information is in much more digestible format. But first, we need to talk about a few things. You can earn from all these methods here, and we'll cover that in just a moment, but there's 4 different leaderboards I want to briefly touch on first. Here is the ranked gauntlet leaderboard. You can see it goes up to 100 players, and you can see that first to about 10th get a lot of rewards every single week. 6 ILVs, about 100 USD. So really in the top 10, you're getting 100 USD per person. In the top 20, you're getting more like 80 USD. And in the top 100, you're getting about $10 USD at most really out of this. So you really want to be in the top 50 when it comes to this leaderboard. For the Leviathan leaderboard, it's a much smaller one with only 32 players involved. And you can see that for 4th, you're getting 14 ILV. First is getting 40. Huge rewards at the top of this spectrum. Now, this isn't going live straight away. This will probably go live in next month, maybe the month after. Everything in this blog is subject to change. It's very important. The numbers, which could go up or could go down, but hopefully they're going to go up. The number of players on these leaderboards could definitely change over time, and the different distribution. It might be more towards Leviathan later or more towards Rank Gauntlet. We don't know. It depends how players actually interact with these different systems. So again, it's all subject to change, but you can see a really tight leaderboard on the Leviathan, but that doesn't go live for a little bit. So focus on the Ranked Gauntlet until that goes live. Next, we have the Overworld Bounty leaderboard. We can see this goes to 100 and actually a slightly better rewards at the back half here. It's a lot less top heavy than the ranked leaderboard. So if you're a little bit more of a casual player or you've got a bit of money to spend, you think you can hit that top 100, it might be in your best interest, but we'll only really know once people start competing on these leaderboards. Next up, we have the Zero leaderboard, which only goes to top 50, but this is top 50 players, not top 50 plots. So if someone owns 100 plots, they've probably got a good chance of getting first. But if you own a few plots or you're really good at the game, this might actually work really well for you to go for the top 50 spot here. Even 11 to 20th, 2 ILV per week is actually a pretty decent reward for just playing your clicker game 5 minutes a day or whatever it is. So we'll keep that in mind. I'll go over some more details on that in just a moment. And then we have the tournaments. There are 3 kinds of tournaments, not 3 tournaments, 3 kinds of tournaments. The first one we have is the ranked knockout tournament, which is 128 players. So even if you don't make the top 100 players in the ranked gauntlet leaderboard, 128 players are eligible for the tournament, so you still want to be playing that ranked gauntlet leaderboard. The same thing goes for Leviathan, where it's only a top 32 leaderboard, but top 64 players here, and total ILV is 500 ILV. This is probably going to be a monthly tournament, we don't know for sure, but then there's also the community tournaments, which is probably 250 ILV per week, so definitely compete in them, because they're going to have small amounts of players, much broader eligibility, and really big rewards. So if you're moderately good at the game, there is some RNG in the game, so you could definitely win some really big prizes from these tournaments. Now, let's have a look at all of the different ways to win in Illuvium. We have all of our arena things at the top there, and then down the bottom we have the other ways to win. So let's start off. 200 ILV weekly is going to Rank Gauntlet, Leviathan Gauntlet, and Arena Tournaments has 2,000 ILV monthly. You can see that you need to play 15 games every single week for both the Ranked Gauntlet and Leviathan Gauntlet to be eligible. It's 100 players and 32 players respectively. The Arena Raffles is a really interesting one where every single time you finish either 1st to 6th, you earn 1 ticket into this raffle. At the end of 2 weeks, 200 ILV per every 2 weeks, 5 winners will be drawn. I believe first prize is like 50 ILV, which is really solid. 5 winners will be drawn, and the more raffle tickets you have, the more you can win. So if you've got enough time to keep playing Illuvium, you're doing pretty well on the leaderboards, this is a really good incentive to continue doing so. The other one is fuel drops, and this is one I really want to focus in on, okay? The fuel drops. So there is a 30% chance per game you play to get fuel just given to you, okay? You need to reach round 16 and come in the top 4 to be eligible, but I believe the very first place gets 80 fuel, then it's like 60, 30, and 10 or something like that. It is a really good breakdown. Like, if you average top 4 consistently in Ranked Gauntlet, which I think anyone who puts a little bit of effort to learn the game probably should be doing, and about 6 games total, it'll take you about 6 matches to earn $1 worth of fuel. So if you're playing 6 games in a day, which is about, let's say 3 hours at most of your time, I expect queues to be pretty good for this. Let's say 3 hours at most of your time, you're probably going to earn $1 worth of fuel, and you can do an ADR, get some alluvials, and that can help you progress towards competing in Leviathan, which is really cool. Like, if you're successful on the second, on coming second place twice, you earn over $1 worth of fuel. You can get, and if you do this ADR, like a charged ADR, they have really good odds for some great alluvials. You could get a rare high TPI or high stats alluvial, and you could probably sell that thing for $10 or more, depending on what it is. So really, it's more, but it's also more efficient to go into the overworld, which give you really good odds of getting a really good stat alluvial. So there's nothing to snuff out about getting the fuel from these fuel drops. The more you play Gauntlet, the more fuel you get, the more you can go out in the overworld and capture some really rare alluvials that people might want to buy from you. So really cool stuff. The other thing is the battle pass is coming in 6 to 8 weeks. You can earn cosmetics, skins, and battle boards. I don't know if it'll have a free and a paid tier. Either way, there will definitely be some sort of subscription model for the paid tier. I just don't know if there will be a free tier, but that'll be really cool. I think you'll also be able to earn ILV from that as well, and it's probably going to be quite a bit. So very interesting stuff. And then we get down to the overworld side of things. We have automated drone runs and the overworld bounty hunt, okay? So really, it's a 200 ILV weekly, and we saw the distribution is much more even, so really cool. Basically, all you need to do is collect alluvials either from the overworld or automated drone runs, and it's probably gonna be like a specific bounty for a week. Like this week, it might be like, get a lot of tier 2 stage 1 alluvials, and you get tons of points for the bounty hunt. So you need to keep all that in mind, but and it will reward it for the top 100 players. And for Illuvium 0 leaderboard, we don't have the full details. Let me zoom in on that. We don't have the full details, but it says level up plots and produce resources, and it will be a top 50 players leaderboard. Now, produce resources might not just be fuel. It could be things like blueprints. I don't know what else you can produce, or researching biodata and stuff like that, or making buildings. But leveling up the plots is a really interesting one there, so keep upgrading them, and you're going to be earning rewards for Illuvium 0. Now, what is my strategy here? Okay, first, for the overworld, stockpile all of your funds, okay? You need to do a really big burst in a single week. There's no point distributing it over many weeks. Like, let's say I get paid tomorrow or something, and I don't get paid for another month. Don't split that money over 4 weeks, all right? You want to use it all in one go to try and win those rewards. Now, that's a really weird and a niche example, but maybe you're earning all that money from the fuel drops. You're getting a ton of fuel from playing the Ranked Gauntlet. Maybe you got a little bit more money on the side. Don't spend it over time. Try and spend it all in one go. Then wait another 2 or 3 weeks when you have another stockpile and spend it all again. That's really important. For Illuvium 0, blueprint production likely factors in. So I will make future videos on what's most efficient when we have the full details for that. Now, here is my strategy. Firstly, whales should aim to qualify for Leviathan tournaments. The competition will be way smaller, and I think even a moderately good team will probably be able to take the crown pretty well if you're really efficient with how you play. For example, you might buy a lot of really good fighters and then really go hard on fighter. Now, it's not going to work every single game, but maybe you go really hard on fighters during a tournament and win a shit ton of ILV. That is definitely what I'd be considering there. As for free to play, they should aim to qualify for ranked gauntlet tournaments. Going to have a ton of players. If you're moderately good, if you can qualify for that, then you can definitely compete to try and get top 8, top 16. I don't know how the ILV is going to be distributed, but it's really big prize pools. And if you're pretty good at the game, it's definitely going to be really in your best interest. Now, I hope you learned something today. Don't forget to subscribe for even more earning guides in Illuvium and updated beginner guides for Gauntlet so you can start earning fuel and starting your very own Leviathan team. Oh, also, don't forget to use my creator code in the Illuvidex before you use the ADR or whatever else. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.